Right, I'm not a reviewer, but no one's done one. It's all about the Supermoto and the 790, so new 690 Enduro. The good stuff. It's a lot narrower, or it feels a lot narrower at the front. Nice tidy bodywork. The seat isn't as soft, but it's lower, and it feels like an EXC seat, but it's more comfortable than that. It's got EXC front mudguard, EXC headlight. It's obviously been replaced on this. They've moved the ABS sensor somewhere where it doesn't get smashed up. Still takes the same bash plates. The silencer's different, it's not great. That'll be replaced at some point. New tank lid. Don't know if it'll take the mud or not, we'll see. LED indicators are mounted up high now, so you can get rid of the ugly number plate holder without having to remount and drill the rear end for your indicators. New rear light off the 790, I think it's off the 790. A couple of blanked bolt holes where we've taken the under tray off. Yeah, tank's bigger. It's got a nice little grab handle in there to drag the back of the bike round. And it just feels pretty tidy. Still the same, well, the bad stuff, the good stuff, the other good stuff, traction control. And yeah, it works pretty well. The drive modes are good. You've got an ABS button, 701 dash. And yeah, it's a nice bit of kit. It does feel a bit smaller than that one. Weight wise it feels pretty much the same. The engine's a lot smoother. Obviously we know it from the 701. Yeah, got all the fancy stuff on there. So the bad, it doesn't come with rim locks, so I've had to put some in. But it just comes with little, the rims are drilled for them, but it just comes with little rubber plugs where the rim locks go. It's still got the rear brake lever made of cheese, so that's being replaced with a Rally Raid one. Still got the fan temperature switch that seems to come in once the bike is really hot. So I'm going to replace that, Rally Raid again, make something for that, and the oil pressure hose is still this horrible soft rubber stuff. Hose going to oil pressure sensor, so there's a braided one again from Rally Raid that I'm going to put on there. But other than that, really happy with it. It takes the Krieger luggage lovely. I'm going to get the Krieger heel plates. It hooks in a bit better, but other than that, yeah. Oh, and the pegs. That's the thing on this bike. You've got such a big engine case here, and it's quite a wide bike up here in this area. So your feet end up pretty far apart. And you end up not having a lot of purchase on these pegs. They just really need some wider pegs, so there's going to be some rally pegs going on there. But other than that, no, she's a good one. Really nice looking bike. Compared to the 701, less ground clearance, probably slightly less than the old one, or at least it feels like it. 25mm less suspension travel. Apparently only 10mm less on ground clearance, but I'm not sure about that. 40mm lower seat height. So yeah, the Husky suspension is better when you start pushing. As an adventure and a road bike, a mixed use bike, I actually prefer this. In technical stuff, the seat is lower, which for me, being a bit of a short ass, makes it a bit easier to handle. Yeah, needs shorter gearing. I'm going to go up on the rear sprocket. The chain they supplied with it is really short, so I can't go up onto a bigger sprocket until I get a new chain on there. So I'm going to do that at the first service, but it definitely needs that. But yeah, it holds the Krieger OS quite nice. Really doesn't get in the way. I don't notice the two small ones at all when I'm riding. And yeah, first ride today went really well. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it. For me, it's replacing a 1090. And I don't get to go above 70 mile an hour here. I don't ride any motorways. I don't do any big trips. It's mostly off-road. We do have some pretty technical stuff. I considered a 790, and it's going to be an awesome bike, but this is so capable off-road, and the new engine is so much smoother. It's so much smoother than this one. We're going to keep this bike. This is Helen's bike. It's got everything on it you could want on a 690. It's taken a beating for over a year now, and it's absolutely perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So I see no reason to get rid of this. Helen loves it. It doesn't feel significantly different. It's a bit more tractory. Her gearing's a lot shorter, so it's a bit better off-road at the moment. On-road, it's a bit more vibey. Still a great bike. The new one obviously feels a bit tighter, partly because it's new at the minute. But it's a more compact package. They've really addressed the stuff that people are concerned about. The suspension's significantly better on the new one. The forks are significantly better. The rear end feels pretty similar. The forks are significantly better. Yeah, and the traction control is pretty good on the road. So having the traction control on the AVS is quite good. And in the traction control mode 2, the off-road mode, it lets you wheelie, it lets you stoppie in the off-road ABS mode, and it lets you do some skids. It's pretty good. Yeah. Really, really happy with it. Look forward to getting to know it and using it every day.